Okay, Unit 8 review, Part 7. We got numbers 21 and 22. We're going to be finding the inverse of each of these logarithmic functions. And just like we find the inverse of any function, we start by switching the x and the y, and then we go through and solve for y. So x equals log base 2 of y minus 10. Now I've got to go through and solve for y. And in order to do that, I first need to get rid of everything but the logarithm, so that means that I'm going to add 10 to both sides. So x plus 10 equals log base 2 of y. And the next thing I need to do is get rid of this log 2. Well, the way that I do that is I'm going to have to exponentiate. Okay, so I'm going to have to exponentiate both sides using a base of 2, because that's my base over here. So I'm going to exponentiate both sides. So I take 2 and I raise it to the x plus 10, because that's the left-hand side, equals, take a base of 2, and then raise it to the right-hand side, log base 2 of y. And what that does is the 2 raised to the log base 2 brings down the y from that logarithm. So the 2 and the log base 2, you can kind of think of it as canceling, but what it's really doing is it's targeting that y. So we get y equals 2 raised to the x plus 10. And that's all we can do. The only other thing that we might want to do is write that in our more traditional function form and put the y on the left-hand side. So y equals 2 raised to the x plus 10. Okay, over here, number 22, we have y equals log base 3 of x minus 7. So again, we start by switching our x and y. So we get x equals log base 3 of y minus 7. Okay, and again, we want to get the logarithm itself by itself, because we're trying to get the y by itself. So we're going to add 7 to both sides. X plus 7 equals log base 3 of y. And again, I'm going to exponentiate. This time I'm going to exponentiate using a base of 3. So 3 raised to the left side, x plus 7, equals 3 raised to the right side, log base 3 of y. That has the effect on the right side of getting the y by itself, and on the left side we have 3 raised to the x plus 7. Again, there's nothing else that needs to be done except maybe rewrite in our more traditional form. Y equals 3 to the x plus 7.